Hello Andrew, my name is Christina. I told you I'd get you this free video over with some SEO tips on how to set your company above your competition when it comes to website and SEO. So jumping right into it, I tried to search your business and I thought that I had found your website, but I didn't. It was one of the citations that we're going to talk about here in a minute. So I believe I don't see one listed here on any of the citations, so I'm going to assume that you don't have a website. So that would obviously be my first suggestion, is getting that website up there so that you can rank, and I'm going to show you why. But we're going to talk about 3 tips on if you were to build a website on what you would want to do. So first is content, second is citations, and then third is backlinks. So with content, the average website needs 1,000 to 1,500 words in order to be optimized with Google. Currently, I looked up a search of HVAC Orlando, and if you look here, about 320 people a month are searching for this specific keyword, HVAC Orlando. So those are 320 customers that you're potentially missing out on by not having a website and not being on Google. Your number 1 competitors in the organic spot down here are Del Air, and it looks like they have a specific, one of their back pages is ranking. And when you come to their back page, if you plug this into a word counter, they're currently sitting at just under 500 words. So just by building a website and getting that 1,000 to 1,500 words, then you can beat out these guys here on the front page of this search for Google. The next thing that we're going to talk about are citations. So the next visible section, anytime that you do a search, up here we have this Google guaranteed businesses, and then up here people are paying to be up here at the top with Google Ads. The next visible section that's free is right here called the Google Map Pack. And this is where they list your information such as your business name, address, and phone number through a Google My Business. So currently I didn't see that you had a Google My Business either. You might, but I searched for it and I couldn't find it. So you can't show up here if you don't have it. And you'll notice here that Del Air is in the number 1 spot organically, but Fair and Air Conditioning is in the number 1 spot up here in the Google Map Pack. So you don't have to be in the number 1 spot down here to be in the number 1 spot up here. In order to rank up here, you have to get what we call citations. And that's where you submit your information, your business name, address, and phone number into directories like Yellow Pages, Yelp, City Star. Like I said, I found several that you were already listed for, but they're not doing anything for you because they're not getting people to this Google My Business, which is where most people search for services at. So I have a tool here that you can actually go out and get yourself. It's called whitespark.ca, and you pay for a monthly subscription. It's somewhere between $30 and $70 a month, depending on which plan you choose. And you can search and see how many citations that you have listed that are actually going to show up through Google as well. So you could have more than this, but if you don't have it identical to your Google My Business page, then it's not going to show up. So currently, right now it's showing that you have 5 citations. For some reason, it's not pulling up here, but if you actually open up, you'll see here that they have 68. So Fair and Air Conditioning has 68. That's why they're in the number 1 spot. Now, once this actually completely loads, it will look like this, and it'll show you what citations you have. So right now it's only showing Yelp and Facebook, and it's just showing that you have multiple listings under the same 2. And so you can actually see, once this is completely loaded up, where their citations are listed, and use this tool to go click on those same citations and get your business listed under the same places. Because if it works for them, it will work for you. So that would be my next recommendation, is getting a Google My Business built, and then that's free, and then going after these citations, and most of your citations are going to be free too. Now, a lot of citations will have options for paid to try to list you higher, but you don't have to do that. Just go get the free ones. And then the last thing we're going to talk about are backlinks. And what backlinks are, we call this link juice. Basically, it works like Site A points to Site B. Site A is the link juice that gives Site B more authority in Google's eyes. So it's like a popularity contest. Basically, the more sites you have pointing back to you, the more popular you are, the higher you're going to be on a Google search. You can have more sites coming in, but there's more to it than that. So link juice is more effective if you have a relative site linking back to you. For example, a blog post about pizza is not going to bring you as much power as a blog post about HVAC in some way. Like it could be a blog post about, like a certain air conditioner brand that you like. But a blog post about pizza isn't going to bring you relevancy because you don't sling pizzas for a living. So since I couldn't find a website for you, I just plugged in your competitor, that Dell Air, and what they're ranking for. And if you see here, this is another tool you can use once you get your website up and going called Ahrefs, ahrefs.com. And this one's a little more expensive, costs about $100 to $120 a month for a subscription. But you can go out and get this yourself, and you can see what your competitors are doing, and you can see what they're listed for, like what backlinks they have, and then go after those same backlinks. So currently your competitors have 46 different domains, different websites with 263 backlinks. So you would have to have more domains and backlinks than them to get ranked up here and beat them out here. So a combination of those three things we talked about, content, citations, and backlinks, are going to get you ranked higher, and then you have the potential of these 320 people clicking on your website versus a competitor. So in conclusion, we talked about three things: content, citations, and backlinks. And working on those three things are going to be my suggestion on how to get you on the web and get some of these customers to call in and see that you're a legit business, that you have a website, and bring in these 320 plus potential customers a month. If you need any help with any of this, you can call me. My name is Christina. I'm with Casey Phoenix SEO at 816-323-4100. Email me, Facebook message me. I'd be glad to help you out. And if this is something that you just don't think you have time for, or if you're looking for somebody to do this, just give me a call, and I'd be glad to put a proposal together for you. Hope this helps, and if you have any more questions, let me know.